Good afternoon. We're here on Saturday, the afternoon of Stubai Cup, day 2. We're here with JC from Ozone. JC, welcome to Stubai Valley. Ozone is always really super busy with new products. What have you got ready for spring? What can we look forward to?
Well, this year's no different, of course. So we have 2 new models here in the Stubai Cup. We have the Alta, which is our new ENA performance wing, which is also a semi-light glider, which is perfect for hike and fly. So it sits between the Moxie and Buzz in our range. It's a totally new wing, which we haven't done before. And we've also got the brand new Ultralite 5, which a lot of people are waiting for. So that's now available on in sizes 13 to 25, and it's being flown here in Stubai. We will have more gliders coming out very shortly, in particular the Magnum 4, which we've been working on and is now certified. I'm very pleased to announce. And we'll be releasing that as soon as we can. We also have, for later in the season, we will have a Photon light.
I was going to ask you about the Photon light. Okay, so that's news.
So that's coming. It's hot off the press, cross-country exclusive.
Oh, super exciting. Yeah.
We will do a Photon light.
Brilliant. So have you got a date in mind?
No. We've only just started working on it. It's actually not a glider we were going to do, but by popular demand, we decided to actually make it.
Okay.
So, at some point this year. I can't be more specific.
Okay, so we'll look towards, we'll just say there might be one at Typicar. We'll never know.
I think by Typicar we'll be there.
Yeah. And have you got any idea, have you done any figures on the materials, how extra light it would be, that sort of thing?
Yes, we're saving about 800 grams per size. And I think that was one of the questions is, could we make it worthwhile by retaining the qualities of Photon and still have enough of a weight saving? And the answer is yes, because it's the best part of a kilo, so it's good enough to justify the wing. So we're going ahead.
Super. And what sort of materials where do you make the 800 gram saving on the Photons?
Well, partly materials, partly refining the structure, and looking at risers and everything everywhere we can save any gram down to that. So yeah, it's the similar recipe that we've already used for the Zeolite GT, for example. So it will be a little sister to the Zeolite GT, but within the ENC class. So for the pilots who don't wish to live up to END, but wish to have something light enough in the bag, that's going to be the perfect wing. Super exciting.
And thinking about the Alta, that's an ENA plus. Are you using that term ENA plus?
No, we don't really define. We don't define it as finely as that. It's basically a wing for people who are just out of school but want to progress from their student wing. They're not quite ready to move up to a Buzz or to a low B, for example, or people who are been flying for a while but also will want to have maximum passive safety, don't really care for high performance wings, and it does the job. It fills that spot. And also a lot of people now just are happy to go on a hike, want something which is light enough, easy enough to use, and smaller takeoffs in the mountains, and that wing is the perfect answer.
The Alta, like the Photon, it's got winglets.
Yes, it does.
Why have we got winglets on the Alta? What are they doing?
Because the arc in itself helps us also with mostly with the recovery from the spiral.
Okay.
So it's down to passive safety, because these lower aspect wings with shorter cones, they do have a tendency to lock into the spiral more easily. It's usually the most difficult point in certifying those gliders is the spiral exit, and we found that this is a really great solution to solve that issue.
And with the winglets, do you think they've just been embraced now by everybody? You're seeing them everywhere now.
It seems a lot of other manufacturers have them, so it seems perhaps the taboo is being broken.
The taboo is being broken. But I mean, pilots, are they just accepting?
I don't think anybody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
I think people look at how the wing is performing. Does it do what they want it to do, winglets or not? Because not all our wings have winglets. We only use them when there's a reason to have them, and I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And the Ultralite 5, when was the Ultralite 4?
The Ultralite 4 lasted 7 years.
7 years.
In our range, if I'm correct. It must be one of the most successful mountain wings of all time, because we've sold truckloads of it. And it's a big wing in our range, but after 7 years, it was definitely time for an upgrade, because everything we've learned in that time with the Zeolite, with all the models we've done, we were able to incorporate a lot of new ideas and those designs into what is still a great Magnum wing. But the big difference with the Ultralite 5 is a massive step in performance.
Oh, really?
The glide is much, much better. It's got more speed. I mean, it's a different machine.
How do you make that happen? I guess 7 years of...
7 years development, a lot has happened in 7 years.
Yeah.
So we've learned a lot. And it's also the takeoff sequence is much shorter. So with more performance, you get the lift much quicker in your takeoff. So we've used everything we've learned in all this time. So 7 years is a long time in paragliding. For example, we've derived also a lot of Oxy, which has been very successful with schools. It has got good performance too. So it's a logical evolution from this process.
Sorry. And just before we get blown away, what about the Submarine 2? Anything on the horizon for that?
No, there isn't a Submarine 2. We are making changes to the envelope.
Okay.
Just to address some of the points that were raised by the pilots who've used the first generation, because remember this was the very, very first of its kind. So we didn't have enough really history with this concept. We now do, because a lot of people have been using it for over a season now. So we're able to make some real refinements which are now being implemented. So the good thing is anybody who has a submarine can just change the envelope. So still have all their settings, still have the comfort, but they have something in particular with respect to using the instruments, viewing the instruments, and a few other points like the color and accessing the zips. All that's been really nicely improved now, and it's a cheap way of getting much better harness.
Oh, right. So you literally just change the outside?
We've just changed the outside. You retain the frame, the structure, and you just change the envelope.
So,
and we'll soon do it in different colors.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Not just blue?
No.
Yellow?
Yellow submarine.
Yeah, yellow submarine. Brilliant. All right. Listen, thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Cheers. Cheers.